Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of 4C Live on Tuesday nights. I, as always, am Jeff Dunn, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ken Carson, the guy who runs it all. And Becker is here, too. He's going to talk it up. Becker and I have so much to tell you about Megacon. I don't even know where to begin. Becker, where are we going to start, man?
I can't wait to talk about all the artists I didn't meet, all the people at the booth I didn't see, all the food I didn't get to eat.
Yeah, listen, I'm right there waiting.
Yeah, it was magical.
Trust me.
Right. All the wonderful artists that were at the table that I didn't get to say hi to. And if you guys didn't figure it out, Becker and I, neither one of us was at Megacon, but Ken was there enough for both of us. And he's going to tell you all about this weekend. He'll throw up some stuff from OAX, which I was at. And we're going to do a little recap there. Murdoch, Nerd from Brooklyn. Alberto's in the house. What's going on, Jason? Tam's out there. That was so nice putting a face to the initials. I love it. And we're going to talk it up and tell you guys some cool stuff and promote some stuff that's coming up. Actually, we have a special show coming up this Friday. We're going to promote the heck out of. And I don't know. Ken, where do you want to start, man? It was a whirlwind 10 days, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's finally over. It was, just beginning the con season, really. But it was a whirlwind 10 days. I have tremendous amount of stuff to ship. Even stuff that was before, and of course stuff came in while I was forget about it. I got so much. I got 2 weeks of shipping work to do. So it was definitely a lot. We had fun though. We had a good time. Bacon and my wife Renee were integral in making sure that everything ran smoothly at the table, because Lord knows I'm just a figurehead.
Well, Renee did good.
See, what Renee does is she handles shooter for me,
and that's enough.
That's plenty. The fact that that beast of a guy who just signs autographs like crazy and tells stories, and table's always crowded. The fact that I don't have to even look down there, it's amazing. She was taking care of everything, so it was good. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah, so Becker was handling like all the commission lists and things like that, so freed me up to take care of Morrison and the other guys. And
we listened. We know it was a busy show. But Bacon had taken a bunch of pictures to post on Thursday, and he didn't get a chance to post them till I think Sunday for the table. That's how busy he was. He never even got a chance to get on to throw some of that stuff out there. Ken was on his throne. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But so Shooter was there, Balam was there, obviously Bill Morrison was there. We had Javier Salteras and as well as Pascal Ferry. So so I know everybody had a really good time. They all did a really decent numbers at the show and had a lot of people come and see him. We were surprised though that Miguel didn't have more people wanting autographs. He did a lot of sketching. I mean, that guy Ken showed me sketches and he's showing to me 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 and he's showing to me. And then he says that was today. And there was like 20 sketches. He's just like this one. And then he did this one. And it's a full figure. Hi, Annika.
He did 22 commissions or something like that.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous.
He meant Emilio. He meant Pascal, not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pascal Ferry. Sorry.
So, I mean, he was cranking them out. I mean, seriously, even full figures, torsos, he was just rocking through them. It was pretty amazing to see. I actually talked to Scott Hanna about it because Scott Hanna inked him, and I told Scott how fast Pascal was, and he was like, faster than me. And I'm like, it's close, man. I said, you two would make a hell of a pair. If I get fully rendered ink sketches in under 30 minutes by both guys. So it was pretty cool. But to not hold Becker up anymore. So I'm walking through the convention, right?
Oh, I want to hear this story.
Somebody turns to me and says, hey, Ken, where's Becker? It's like, where's Becker? He's in Kansas City. Where do you think he is? And I walked away. Didn't think twice about it until about 5 minutes later. I'm standing at a table and some guy comes up to me and says, hey, Ken, is Beckerman here? Oh, what's going on around here? Is Becker like posting on social media, find Ken and Megacon and ask him where Becker is?
He really wasn't.
What was going on around here? And then Bacon and I are sitting at the table and I see this giant guy walking towards us. And I'm like, that's got to be some. Bacon goes, that's Omos from the wrestler, I guess WWE. So the guy, he was 8 foot tall.
Almost.
I mean, it was ridiculous. I thought he was cosplaying as somebody. He was so large. It was ridiculous. Yeah, and then somebody else was like, "Hey, where's Becker?" All right, enough of this Becker.
Damn Becker.
Damn Becker. And then I asked Becker about an Airbnb in Kansas City. He goes, "Oh, I don't know." What?
No, because you asked about North Kansas City.
What am I supposed to ask you about? South Kansas City, East Kansas City?
Yes, that's my hood. I don't go north of the river, Ken.
Nobody knows what that means except for you, Becker.
People disappear at parties north of the river.
Yeah. So, it used to be everyone who came up to the table and said, "Where's Annika?" Now they're asking for Becker.
Damn it.
I'm like Annika, but filled with more joy.
Less alcohol, more joy.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, it was, Jim was great, of course. He's always great. We did get some cool chrome foil Secret Wars #1s. I had sounded like Jim and John Beatty. But kind of like with the John Romita Jr., that I did the full name of John Romita Jr., I did the same kind of thing. I did the same kind of thing with Jim Shooter. I actually had, if you know Jim, he just writes Shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I had him write Jim Shooter on all the.
Oh.
Nice.
Did he was he all right with that, or did you mess up his rhythm?
He was fine. I waited till late Sunday, so he was like, "Before you go."
If I hide under the table, Emilio, Ken's got to help me get back up.
Balaam was under the table a lot. We were like, if him and Annika were here, they'd be under the table playing cards or something. He was always
and I know Bacon got to leave a little while. He got to get a nice picture with Paul Bettany and Tom
Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston, yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I bought a lightsaber and an autographed ticket to get signed by Hayden Christensen, and it never happened.
What?
Long story.
Well, listen. If it is it going to happen? Because if it isn't, he's going to
supposed to happen at AwesomeCon.
Okay, well then there you go. Then I can take possession of that for you if you want to. That'll be in town. So I was going to say.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wish Bacon was on because him and Bacon really him and Bruce really bonded.
Oh yeah, yeah. He seemed to be on a first name basis with him when we were talking on the other night.
Yeah.
Bacon's just happy that a dog was nice to him and it wasn't mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Garrett, good to see that you made it back.
But I did want to show off a few pieces. So these were gifts. This was a gift from Javier Salterez because I got him a banner.
A pop-up banner, yeah.
I made him a retractable banner that he could take to shows. So
I saw that. That was cool.
Yeah. And then this was from Pascal Ferry. What we did, there was a 4C spotlight panel, and so Bill was there, Pascal, Balaam, and Javier all were at it, and when we asked them to do sketches. So the first sketches we asked them to do was Ken's favorite X-Men, and if they didn't know it, they had to guess. So Balaam did Wolverine, Javier did Wolverine, Pascal did the Beast. He was closer than anybody else except for Morrison, who did Iceman, and he drew him with a cube head. And then we did Universal Monsters, and they all drew Universal Monsters. And then we gave them out to the people in the crowd because we had about 15 people watching. I guess we had about 16 sketches. I don't know, something like that. And of course, I had 2 sketches more than there were people in the crowd. And I get down to the last ones, and the last lady picks it. She goes, "I hope I get the one I want." And she goes, "Yes." She starts dancing around. It was the Iceman.
Bill Morrison. Cube head Iceman, nice.
Not that Bill can't draw me one, but
Right. Yeah, but you're like, I wanted that one, darn it.
It was funny. I mean, during the panel, I said, "Who's a member of 4C?" And not a single person raised their hand. They were all on the 4C panel. None of them were members.
Well, hopefully they are now.
4C people. I've seen them all. They're not at the panel. These sons of bitches.
That's weird.
But it was fun. It was fun. And then
hopefully they are now.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. Now they know that when we do these panels, guys, we're going to give away some art. Maybe we'll get a lot more people there. So let's make that a thing.
And these two pieces I purchased from I purchased this from Pascal.
Oh, what?
All right, what do you think he's whistling?
Whistle while you work.
Can you whistle, Annika? Wait a minute.
Pascal's handler Miguel, he brought some stuff. So this was a Jordi Bernet piece that I got.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a pretty famous Buscema pose, and he did that justice. That's great.
That's awesome.
And then
show what I got. Show what I got. Show what I got.
I didn't take a picture. You got. What'd you get?
Oh,
I have to look for it. And one thing that Bill did at OAX, and we also did at MegaCon, was he could Simpsonize you onto the line art for Simpsons #1. So I told him I needed a sample. So Bill made a sample.
it's a hell of a sample.
It's 11 by 17, and he just draws your head right in that circle there, and where Homer would be.
Right.
So is it like it's a print, and then he like remarks your head on it?
Yes.
I had these printed out on Bristol.
Yeah. So basically, and because he uses ink, it flawlessly flows right in there with the original.
Yes, it's much easier for Bill to do this way, and so at some point we might throw some up like this up on 4C in the very near.
You need to get one where Bacon
replaces. To show off
Can I got that? Can I got that?
I don't know what that is. I can't see it.
What are we looking at?
Oh, is that the one that we gave away?
That's not the one he held.
What?
You better talk to Bacon. And then I actually commissioned a piece from Jay Lee from the last op. But he didn't do it. He said I kind of gave it to you at MegaCon because it was a little. I got one of the bigger options. So I asked him for Hulk fighting the Avengers, but I wanted the Hulk to be winning.
Of course.
This is
Are
what
you ready? Are you ready, Annika? You ready?
At 5 o'clock on Sunday, as the show was closed.
He hasn't scanned this yet, guys. It's just a photograph, but I mean, you kind of lose. There's Cap in the foreground with his shield, like facing. He's got Iron Man's head in his hand.
I didn't even notice that.
Iron Man's
Cap gets kind of lost there in the bottom.
Cap does get a little lost, but
it looks better in the when he shows the scan. It's gonna pop a lot more. It's just because of the photograph.
Yeah,
but
he's got Iron Man's head in his hand. Iron Man's dead between his legs. By the way, he's gonna.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
He's got Black Panther, his head in his hand, crushed head in his right hand, and Thor thinks he's going to be able to do something about that, but we know he isn't.
Go for the head.
We all know he isn't.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to Cap next, Alberto, but it's nothing good, I can tell you.
That's called just pissing him off at that point.
Exactly. That's pretty fantastic, but.
Yeah, so that was a little bit of the fun I had at MegaCon, which is usually rare.
Yeah.
Again, it's just a logistical nightmare to do anything at that convention center, and I only screamed one time. I don't care how much money I make, I'm never doing this show again.
I think I heard that 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, listen.
I thought you heard it in California because I screamed it so friggin' loud. Everybody heard it.
And then when Bacon was like, "Oh yeah, Ken's doing MegaCon again," I was like, "What?"
But listen, it's not all about MegaCon. For those in the know, this Friday we are having a
I saw it on YouTube
show. We're going to try to make this more of a regular thing. It's going to be a sketchy stories with Bill Morrison. So Bill's going to invite some of his friends on. They're going to sit around tell some stories and do some sketches and claims. So we figured for the inaugural episode, we would invite some of the NCS people that Bill knows. So Mr. Scott Shaw will be there.
Ooh.
Mr. Sergio Aragonés will be there.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping, we can't guarantee, but we've reached out to Stan Sakai also to see if he could join us.
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, guys, if Sergio's on that show and he's sketching and you guys aren't claiming, I mean, listen, I don't know if you'll ever see Sergio at a show again.
Yeah, I don't think he has no plans to do any live shows, and you know, he may have done his last one already. We don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you want something from Sergio, this would be the chance to get something.
And it's been a while since I've spoken to Sergio, so I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, he's always so fun. I love him.
Yes, he's got more energy at his age than I had 10 years ago. So I don't even know where I'm at.
Joe, as far as I know, Alberto, Sergio will be sketching and claiming. And that show doesn't have a time limit. I mean, we're going to go until they stop.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, and listen, I won't be there, so you know, there's the talking is going to involve them, not me.
Yeah, so I'm going to be there, but I'm basically just going to sit back and watch the show.
I mean, I guess Can I be there? Can I be there?
Huh? What?
Can I be there? Just to invoice?
Of course. Why wouldn't you be able to?
I don't know.
Can I be there? I'll stay silent and
you go to Megacon where everybody wants you.
I'll just post pictures of Hanukkah the whole time, making goofy faces. Timestamp 1707. Ooh, got a whole bevy of them.
Yeah, there's about eight. Yeah, that's a good 8 minutes there, or 8 seconds of Hanukkah. All right. But
I mean, the buzz of the show was all about cadence. I mean,
I'm sure.
Friday morning, it was like everyone was running around going, "Did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear?" So, and then word was spreading like wildfire, and yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
You know, Ken's had a pretty wild 10 days, though. And I mean, so have I, because I got this one-man gang toy.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that. So we've all had big weeks.
We had two other art reps come to the table and try to recruit Balaam
at the table.
So I would like to say, if you come to my table and try to recruit my artists, it is now open season on your guys, and I will come to your table to recruit your artists, and I'll bring people with me to help solidify my reputation against yours. Putting that out there.
Yeah, we've made it a very, you know, very. We just would never do. You don't do that. You don't try to take somebody that's someone else's. You know, once again, we don't pick fruit off trees, guys. If fruit's falling off the tree, we're not going to let somebody else pick it up. We're gonna try, but we don't take stuff from other people. And to have somebody just blatantly come up and do that, it's not right.
All right,
you know?
Get me a
name.
And
it's not like there weren't
behind them and crouch, and I'll push them over your back.
Listen, it's not like there wasn't a bunch of artists out there that could have been picked up off the ground this weekend. You didn't have to come to somebody who's with somebody. You could have picked up any number of guys who just recently, you know, left.
Listen, if you're going to do that, then you've set the rules. So don't complain when I do it. That's all.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Well, you know, there's the cadence thing it's a multi. You have the artists who are going to leave and go to other places. The big names are going to do that probably. And then you have a group of guys who now hate reps. They're never going to sign the reps again. And then you have the rest, which everybody else is going to try to pick up and you know, scrap. Right. That's what's going to happen with that. I had a pretty long conversation with Jay Lee about it. He was kind of, I'm defending art reps. He was, you know, trying to go against art reps. And I just told him at the end of the day, listen, if you're doing your job and you're doing the right thing by these guys, then, you know, you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
You know, you take care of them, they take care of you. I don't know what happened with cadence. I mean, it is what it is. It's I see it as a bad thing for the hobby. It's a sad thing. For that reason, like I said, you're going to have
2017.
just too much, just too many people, either hating reps or going to different reps or just doing their own thing, and it's just bad for the hobby.
Yeah,
it is nothing we can do about it, guys.
Yeah, but that was the talk of the weekend down there. It made it all the way through the interwebs and onto the floor and all over the place. So we'll have to see what comes out of that.
Yeah,
but
yeah. But that was a little scary, Becker. I'm gonna not gonna lie.
That was creepy. I didn't like him.
I didn't know what was going on there for a second.
It's
like Andre. I love Andre, but
see, now I have two Andres.
But
different poses and different singles.
But Ken's got some more. He's got some other pictures from the weekend. OAX.
Anybody under a table
and Meg-con.
Trying to steal my thunder.
That was the one we said that Renee Bacon and I were sitting down yesterday, and I said I didn't take a picture with Pascal. I didn't take a picture with anybody at the table. We didn't take any pictures at the table with nobody. We didn't take any pictures. We were so busy. From the moment we walked into the convention to the moment we left, we were nonstop doing stuff. And when we weren't doing stuff, we were sitting there so exhausted, we just wanted to die anyway. So we took 0 pictures of the table. You might see a couple here or there floating around if somebody was getting a piece of art or something like that. But no, we definitely dropped the ball on that one.
I meant to tell you this, Ken.
Too.
Yeah, well, Bacon was busy, man. He was nonstop working the whole. Every time I tried to get in touch with him, he was running. So I don't blame him at all. I did want to tell Ken, I was watching a video somebody made of OAX, and one of the first stops in the video was our table, and it was like the first thing in the morning on Friday. So they come right to our table, and it's just me with a freaking huge Starbucks coffee, and I cut off a sliver of your giant donut. So it's just me eating a pink donut and drinking a cup of coffee while he's flipping through the
OAX.
From OAX. He's flipping through the Simpsons #1, and then you show up at the table, and then he goes over and he talks to Bill. But I'm like, this is not a very flattering look at me. Yeah. Although everybody here would say that's pretty much all I do at the table, I do a little more than that. And I was just like, wow, this is just it's just me with a coffee, eating a donut, standing back there. I was like, never gonna live this down.
No,
so I'm embracing it. I'm leaning in hard.
You were great at OAX. I said that yesterday too. I was like, Jeff was great at OAX. Obviously, Renee and Bacon were great at MegaCon. So it's nice to have a nice supporting team of guys you can count on. And
And listen, guys, we have so many shows lined up this year. We can't even keep track of them. It's crazy. So you'll see us. I was going over my schedule with Ken earlier, and there's only 2 months in like the next 7 months I'm not doing a show.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I'm not doing a show. It just means I'm not planning on doing a show. So
right. But we did come home with some product. Some of the stuff may end up on 4C, it may not.
Right.
I've decided this year I'm not going to go heavy with buying a lot of product if I can help it. So if we do offer up stuff, guys, you got to jump on it, because I'm not gonna take it. Like we did that show Monday, or what day do we do that show? Saturday night?
Friday night. Friday
night.
I
had all this Pascal. I had more Pascal Ferry prelims. I had more Pascal Ferry. Carlos Pacheco prelims. I had all kinds of stuff like that, and nobody really claimed anything. So we ended it. I wasn't going to sit there for 2 hours and have nobody claim it. So it either went back to Spain or it got sold to somebody else. So
yeah.
We put these stuff up, guys. You really got, if you want it, you got to jump on it. You got to jump stuff. And we're giving you the best prices we can. I mean, we don't mark up crazy or nothing like that. Other places do. But
you are not nobody, Jason. Thank you.
Oh, Vignola claimed like he knew what was going on.
Yeah, listen, that show would have ended 30 minutes earlier if it wasn't for Vignola.
The show it would have ended in 10 minutes if Vignola wasn't on. It's nice to see you back, Jason. It's been a while, buddy. I'm glad.
Yeah. And listen, and Linda, we get it. We know, like I said, we know you guys aren't an endless.
Oh, we know.
Fund of money. It's like we said, that's why we put the stuff up we do. We literally had a page that was $30, a splash page we put up for like $30 on Saturday night. I mean, it's not like we're trying to, gouge anybody. So
yeah. And I actually do have some Jesus Moreno Black Adam, Dr. Fate pages that are they're so cheap, guys. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
I really don't know what to do with them. I don't know if I should put them on 4C, if I should throw them on eBay. I don't know what to do with them. But I got them for nothing.
Right.
So I had to get them just because. So if anybody wants to see any of those, just message me. I'll show them.
Absolutely.
What are you doing, Annika?
Playing with scissors.
What were
Don't
your kids
play with
doing?
scissors. Put your eye out, kid.
Because they fold down. And we just go, pew.
This episode's going to be gold for Annika avatars.
Let's see. I was trying to figure out who the Facebook user was, but it's Jason Harris. He's living it up on both channels. He's back and forth. I like it.
He's everywhere.
Let's look at some of these comments.
But hey, yeah, well, not only that, show some of those pictures you were showing earlier. You flipped through. You got a picture of you and Bill from the show.
Oh, I was deleting those.
Oh, you were deleting those. I thought you were posting. Get ready to
I
post
showed those last week. I didn't want to show them again.
Oh, okay. I thought you were showing stuff.
No.
Well, I sent you some pictures you haven't shown before. You could show those pictures.
Well, I have to load them up there.
Well, listen. I mean, I gave them to you a minute before the show started, Ken. God, what were you thinking?
Exactly.
All right. But guys, yeah, so we have that show, and of course we'll be on next Tuesday. I'm not sure if we'll have a show Monday. If we can, we'll, we still want to do the Wheel of Deals on Monday night. So just a matter of and we know that Anthony's got a lot of new product. So we just got to make sure he's got stuff that fits into our wheelhouse. And as always, if we do have a show, you guys can always go on Anthony's website and pick anything you want to play the game with. I believe he has a show with Bill tomorrow night. I don't know if it's a make an offer show or if it's
it's a Wheel of Deals. I was talking to him earlier about it.
No, it's a make an offer show.
Yep. No, it's a Wheel of Deals. Wheel of Deals. Dueling Dealers.
Dueling Dealers show. There you go. So it's a Dueling Dealers show. So there you go.
Berkey will be on.
Oh, there you go. So Berkey and he'll be back tomorrow night.
So when is 4C back on the road? What's the next con?
The next con for me is Planet, if I ever get a place to stay at it.
At this point, you're going to have to just stay in my garage.
I got no problem with that. As long as there's a bed and it's air conditioned.
Right. He doesn't even care if it's heated. That's what blankets are for.
Air conditioned. You were talking about the wrong state, buddy. Not this time of year.
When are those dates for Planet, Becker? I know you know off the top of your head.
Yeah, March 8th through the 10th.
I like the 8th.
Annika's an expert.
I was looking at plane tickets. That's why I remember it was like something like the 6th.
And then Bacon and I will be doing a show a week after that in Richmond, Virginia, the GalaxyCon Richmond, with Ron. Ron Wilson will be there, so we'll be down there in Richmond for the next weekend after that.
Hunnam is going to be there. He's so hot.
You know what I'm looking forward to in Richmond is the voice. Kelsey Grammer's daughter does the voice of Summer. On
what is this?
Oh, this is cool. The piece at that Bill Morrison did. We went to the Universal Studios, and this is the piece that he did in the Simpsons land. This is the giant poster outside the Simpsons ride, and Bill Morrison did the art for this. So we got a nice picture of him with the art. Oh yeah, there's Ken and Bill looking at stuff in Comic Book Guy's shop window. I don't know which one they're pointing to, but they like it.
I don't know either.
Oh, yep, there's Bill and I at Moe's having a libation.
So, what were you at? What were you drinking at Moe's?
I had a Duff beer.
Is it an actual beer? Or?
Yeah, they have Duff Pilsner and Duff Lager or something like that.
Yeah. I had a nice Duff and
no, it's Pilsner and Pale. That's what it was. Pilsner
right, and then what? Yeah, there it is. Are you gonna send that to me to get signed? Because I'm definitely gonna meet the voice of Summer from Rick and Morty.
I already have it.
You already have it. Oh, look at you.
Oh, he's in trouble. So whoops. But there's
we've
the only one I don't have is Sarah
in the chat.
Oh.
Did you guys see Facebook users? Hi, all. I was talking to Craig Hamilton earlier, and he told me to swing by to ask about commissioning a piece.
Oh yeah. Well, listen. If anybody wants to
have your name,
Craig, we haven't opened up a list for Craig yet, but we are going to. But if you want something from him, you can literally just get in touch with by messaging Ken or Bacon or you just email us at 4ccomicart@gmail.com, and we can definitely work that out for you. We haven't opened up a list yet, so we'd have to tell you what the prices are and what the options are, but we can definitely make that happen.
Yeah, we'll get those prices out there maybe this week as soon as Becker Bacon gets down.
And listen, we've got some more. All right, we're definitely going to put up some. We got a line on some really cool sketch covers from an incredibly famous artist. I gave these to Mr. Bacon. We're going to put them out this week, so keep an eye out for that. I don't even know
about that.
Huh?
I forgot all about.
I know. Well, I wasn't going to bother you till after Megacon, and I wasn't going to bother you the day after Megacon.
Who is this? Who's Facebook user? Can you tell us your name?
Mr. Facebook user.
Facebook user is Rich Wentworth. Rich, how are you doing, buddy? So so anyways, the famous artist. You know what? I'm just gonna tell you guys. So I don't know how many shows he's gonna be doing this year. He did a few last year, but he said he's probably not gonna be doing a lot, or he might not do any shows this year. So this could be your only opportunity to get stuff. But Mr. Alan Davis has we have a bunch of sketch covers. They are incredible. There's a lot of Hulk sketch covers, so I had to tell Ken that I'm glad he already has an Alan Davis Hulk, so he doesn't buy all these up. But there's some pretty fantastic pieces. There's some he did like full teams and like an opened up sketch covers to do a whole team on them. So we'll have these pieces. We'll put them up this week on Facebook, on our Facebook site, and maybe even on the website. I don't know. We'll probably offer them up on the Facebook page first before we put them on the website.
How about to me first?
Well, I'll let you see one, Becker, one of my choosing.
You know what I like.
But he didn't have a speedball. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're out. I know.
What about a Gene? Did he have a Gene?
We need some Alan Davis cap. Well, Alberto, Jason, I don't have cap by himself, but I definitely have two team picks with cap on them that you guys might be interested in. I don't know if you guys do the sketch covers, but they're pretty amazing. So that's just we could show you. We can show one of the big ones too, and we'll give you guys the prices on all this stuff.
This is. Do you guys know the Hulk, the cover of Captain America, where the Hulk is punching him and he's holding the shield up? This is the other side of that.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
look at that. How about
some of the people talking in the chat? Gang, Ken said at the beginning of the show he's got about 2 weeks worth of shipping to do, so he will be getting to it all.
Who's asking questions?
There's just been a lot of people asking like updates and is it true like the graining art's back? And
yes, all that stuff
is back, guys. I have to get supplies for that stuff, so in order to ship it properly. But
it's been a busy 10 days for the
coming in. I'll start shipping it out as soon as I can. I got Craig Hamilton commissions are in. What else came in while I was away? Something else came in while I was away.
The Jay Lee stuff, did that come in?
That stuff's been in and shipped.
It's been gone.
Yeah.
But the graining stuff, with lots of
stuff. I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of stuff that came in.
There, Emilio.
I have not gotten Agnes's stuff. I have not gotten Daniel. Daniel hasn't even finished the stuff yet, so I haven't gotten his stuff. Pat Gleason 2 weeks ago told me he was going to be finishing up and working on the stuff. I haven't gotten it yet. Doug Mackey is working through the stuff. He says he's going to hand deliver them to me at Planet. So that's the update on that.
So now I can make a heist at Planet.
You can.
I'm really good at go to Planet.
So that's updates on everything I can think of off the top of my head. So
there you go. But just show the.
Why are you showing that? There's a Sith there, or a Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, look at that.
The champions.
The champions.
The defenders. The defenders.
Well, they're missing Ice. Isn't Iceman a defender? I thought Iceman was.
Well, he came in with Beast.
Iceman was a champion along with Angel.
Yeah,
this is the defenders.
Yeah.
Well, then what's Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist? What's that?
A Netflix show with the same name.
Okay. And just in case you like to watch the X-Men fight the Hulk, there's this one too.
So we've got Polaris, Marvel Girl, Cyclops, Havoc, Angel, Iceman, and Beast. Oof.
Yeah.
And they're going to lose.
Wow, guys.
Well, Iceman's going to lose to the Hulk. Wow, Ken, that's
Well, listen. I mean, this is before Iceman had his power opened up by Loki. So he's not as powerful as he is now. He's a little shy there, I guess.
yeah. Well, anyways, with that and more, guys, there's a bunch more too. We have about 10 different sketch covers that we'll put up for sale. So if you guys want any of those, we'll keep an eye out. If anybody's really super duper interested, I'm like I said, you have to be. I'm not going to show you a bunch of stuff and have you go pass. But if somebody's got their money in their hand waiting to hand it over, maybe I can get you. We can show you some stuff before we put it up. But I mean, like I said, it's I think we'll just probably put it up and let everybody have a shot at it. So, and if this goes well, Alan's got a whole bunch more sketch covers, and we might get a whole bunch more new stuff that he's working on right now. He just really likes to do the sketch covers, guys. We'd love to have stuff on paper or bigger, but this is the stuff he's having the most fun doing, and we're not going to tell him not to do it. So,
right.
Jeff, I'll be sending you a comic.
Yeah, sure. And I really want to thank Paul Greer for making these available for us. So thank you, Paul.
I got tons
did
of
a great job with Alan, and he wanted to just offer these up to us since he knows we have a big good presence on the interwebs.
Wow, we're about to lose.
Hopefully we'll get that up maybe this week. Hopefully, see how that goes. But yeah, that's about all I can tell you about MegaCon. I mean, were sales down from last year? Yes. Were they down significantly? No.
That's good.
I will say this, that I will unequivocally say, and this will be reiterated by many people, there were more people there than San Diego. You couldn't even walk through the concourse. The concourse had more people in it than the main hall. There were so many people there. It was wall-to-wall people no matter where you went all 4 days. I mean, I even said to Bill, I said, is this a bigger crowd than MegaCon? And you said, yes, by far.
Mm-hmm.
So
you try not to smell, James. You just try to breathe through your mouth. It's very important.
I mean, it's always been a good show, Emilio, but I mean, the last 3 years, it has had exponential growth of epic proportions. I mean, I heard they were talking maybe 205,000 people at the show this weekend.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Wow.
Is that bacon lurking?
That's me. I really. What's a concourse?
Concourse is basically like a hallway that's outside of the convention center.
Where they have like those moving walkways sometimes when you're like going. That's like a concourse.
Conventions.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
You don't have to have one of those. I'm just saying it's the outside walking area to get you from. I'll show you a picture later. It's okay.
No,
It's where all the panel rooms would be. That's in the concourse.
They usually call that the hallway behind the seats of a baseball stadium too, the concourse.
Yeah. It's a way to move about without moving about within the inner workings.
Right. So you're not in the rows, but you're right outside of them walking around.
You know, when we walk into San Diego,
this would have made more sense to me. Y'all were confusing the shit out of me. I was like, what?
Talk about confusing.
Later.
Let me explain something. Let me talk to you about Bill Morrison. I love Bill. But every single show
where we at?
The guy gets lost. Right? So now we're at this show and he gets dropped off by an Uber. He says, I'm in the concourse right in front of Hall C. So I went out there. I found him, gave him his badge. He said, all right, how do I get to the table? I said, you go into the show, you make a left, you walk all the way down to Artist Alley. You can't miss us. Because that's what it literally was. You walked in, you made a left. And you went down Artist Alley.
But
so
when do you make
I did whatever I was doing. I get back to the table, and Bill's not there. And I turned to Bacon and said, where's Morrison? He goes, I'm on the phone with him. He's lost.
Wait, now can I just interject into this first? So after you said that to him and told him where to go, I got a phone call from Bill Morrison asking me, saying, I'm here. I can't find the table. Where do I go? And I'm like, I would love to help you out, Bill, but I'm in Virginia. And I was like, And he's like, I thought you were going to be here. I'm like, no, I was at OAX. I couldn't do both, but I'm like, you know what? Give me a second. Let me see if I can get bacon for you. And that's exactly what I did. So that just interjects into. So it started off with him calling a guy who was, in 4 states away to try to give him directions on how to get to the table.
So I told Bacon, tell Bill to find Captain America and follow him. But so what Bill went into the convention, walked all the way across to the other side of the hall, and then
that's what I would have done.
Why?
Hey, there we go.
Because that's why I
asked
asked
you. Go into the convention center, make a left.
But you didn't say when to make a left.
It wouldn't matter.
Just saying. Oh, my statues.
Listen, some people don't have a sense of direction. Some people don't have a sense of geography. Just these things happen. It's okay.
I think generally, because I would say that Bill also has made the same mistake as me as Kansas City. So I think Bill and I both fall into the same.
Nobody has
category
made
of
the
geography and
mistake of
direction.
Kansas City like you did.
Bill made the same mistake.
How?
Listen, don't stick up for Morrison here, Derek.
You know what, Derek?
Hey, is Bacon coming to Kansas City? Is that an actual thing?
Bacon is coming to Kansas City. Yes.
Oh, wait. I think I know what hotel I'm going to stay at. Did we stay at the Hotel Kansas City last time by the Hyatt?
That was the one we stayed at 2 years ago when I went.
Okay. I think I might try and get that one.
Yeah, I would love to do that show again. I can't. I would literally.
So now it's going to be everybody but Jeff.
That's like the story of my life.
But Bacon and Annika aren't working.
No, I'm working.
It's just, how are you working? It's just Morrison. I don't need you.
Well, I thought you were being more than just Morrison.
No.
If you're going, then you're going to have fun.
Or for JJ.
You can go work with JJ.
I'll go hang out with Pat and Maria.
Pat, Maria, Doug.
Scotty Young. Scotty Young will probably be there.
No,
Scotty.
Scotty.
No, what? Scotty's not doing a show in his own town. What?
So they keep doing Planet on the. I talked to him about it. They keep doing Planet at the same time as his kids break from school, and they go on a trip, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, during I talked about this CattleCon. Okay, so we talked about how the Pro Bowl was the same weekend as Megacon. Well, they also had CattleCon going on, so there were all these guys in cowboy hats walking around, and then they also had a NASA convention. So you had all of those people walking around.
Spaceship?
They had an Olympic trial happening in town.
Oh my god!
I mean, you couldn't put you want to talk about 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag in Orlando this weekend? That was it.
It sounds like the weirdest YMCA village people lineup in the history.
Well, that was kind of like New Orleans last year. It was us, the comic nerds, and then all of the Mardi Gras kickoff balls.
Oh yeah, and then there was like the Miss Universe pageant
and the Miss Universe pageant.
Yeah.
CattleCon sounds awesome and delicious. I want to go to CattleCon.
Exactly.
Miguel, who reps Pascal, I dropped him off at the Hyatt. He went to the Hyatt, and I had to pick him up at the Hyatt. He comes running out, and he's got a catalog in his hand. I'm like, what is that? He's like, CattleCon, and he's flipping through it. He's like, oh, look at that! How to mate, how to mate your cattle? How to do this? How to do that? I was like,
I just put on the Barry White and walk away.
Exactly.
He was funny. He comes back and he's wearing an Army T-shirt, and he goes, "I signed up for the Army to get this T-shirt." And a little while later, he comes back with a Navy one. He's like, "Man, your armed forces are easy to get into."
Now I'm going to CattleCon, guys.
There you go. Hey, Craig, what's going on, buddy?
Greg, what's up, buddy?
Dream.
And we just mentioned, like we said, Craig's commission list is open. We'll be posting prices real soon. I got the last few commissions. I haven't even opened that envelope yet, Craig. That's to tell you how busy I am.
That one probably has the Phoenix in it. Open it. Open it.
Haven't even opened it yet.
That one's gonna it's so good. Craig sent me a picture of it. It was so good.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah, the
shit
Phoenix.
balls.
Oh my God.
That Phoenix. Craig, so when you see my name and this is Jane Foster Thor, just remember how much I loved that Phoenix. Just saying. Just
There
saying.
you go.
I will. I'll open it. I'm gonna open it tomorrow.
He says, "Open it, love." I'm pretty sure he meant live.
Open it live?
Open it live.
You want me to open it now?
Open it
Do
now.
it live.
Do it live. Do it, Ken. Do it.
Do it live.
Do the pressure.
Let me see if I can find it. Ha! No, I'm just kidding.
La-da-dee. Isn't that your favorite song that Ken sings, Annika?
Not my favorite song. This is the one I know he always does. Oh, guys, did you see the Grammys? I didn't really watch it.
No, because we're heterosexual men, so we don't watch the Grammys.
I watched it.
You
Well, some of
guys,
us are.
Tracy Chapman.
Hey, Tracy Chapman. That's why I watched
Ugh, I almost
it. First
cried.
live performance in like 15 years.
I almost
Come on.
cried. At first, I was like, never mind. I'm going to get too political. But at first, I was like, when I was like, what's happening here? And then Tracy Chapman showed up, and I almost cried. You guys.
Listen, I love the original version. I have heard there's a new version that won a Grammy,
is.
but I don't. I haven't listened to it because I like the original version. So
Yeah, no, but she was performing with the person who.
yes, it doesn't matter. She's performing with the person who made her already great song popular again. You know, it doesn't.
No, but
It's a very personal song for Jeff and I because I once had a fast car and he had a job that would pay the bills.
Yeah, and
And I love Miley.
and I like to go at speed so fast it's like I was drunk. So
I was so happy that I got to see Tracy.
Oh.
One thing about getting word from Craig Hamilton is you can always get good political posters at it.
He acts in political posters.
I love
He
it.
acts in political. I think he probably goes around to his neighbors' houses and steals them off the lawn.
That's slander. Craig, get your lawyers.
Lawyer.
Lord, get Laurus. All right. Well, the prelims are in here. Oh, what is that?
It's the Phoenix.
This is not the Phoenix. Hold on a second. Before Jeff tells me, go bacon.
Go bacon.
Motherfucker. God damn it.
Look at the
Ooh,
It's like metallic.
shiny.
Ooh.
Craig, how's it shiny? Craig, get on this call.
Okay.
Craig, how is it
That's
shiny?
those Prism. That's those Prism. Is it?
Is that the Prisma?
Is that Prisma pencil? That's it. That's crazy. It's got like a sheen. It's
I
like
feel like
lacquer.
Craig is here just talking. He should be here explaining all this.
Well, I don't know. We probably didn't send the link, kiddo.
Oh, I don't know how this stuff works.
Ooh.
I
There
know.
you go. He's got
I
the
love
stealth suit.
that one. I don't understand the shine.
Tag him in, he says.
Just
I
tag
don't
me.
know.
Is he on Facebook? I can send him the link.
Send the link.
All right. This is the piece de resistance.
No, it's not.
Oh, we're not there yet. Look at
Oh.
that.
Is her hair shiny? Is her hair shiny?
No.
Oh, a little bit. Oh. Give me the Phoenix. I'm sorry, Ken. I'm being very pushy. Just want to see the Phoenix.
Wow.
Stupid. It does not look real. It
Looks like a
different.
poster, doesn't it? That's crazy.
It's so stupid. I don't
I
understand.
don't even remember what we charged for this, but whatever it is, it was not enough.
No, it's enough because Hanukkah can't afford more.
Whatever it was not enough.
Whatever the price is, we understand.
I sent it, Craig.
Okay.
I don't think we're friends on there, so you might have to check like your.
Is that Annika's Phoenix?
What?
I don't know who got that Phoenix, but they are
No,
damn
I
lucky.
didn't get it. I'm very jealous of them.
I could go through the list. If I got all the list, I'd have to go through and look, but I know who got everything. I just have to
Everyone claims Phoenix.
Everyone wants the Phoenix. Guys,
Everybody's
it's spoken for.
Well,
That was
listen,
from our
you
commissions.
can't claim that piece, but Craig can do more when his list opens up, guys. Remember. We're going to open up one very, very soon. 12 likes. Come on, we rank more than 12 likes.
It's because I'm sober today, guys. Sorry. Had a migraine for 3 days. We did tornado watch.
Yeah, what the hell's going on in California? You guys are, it looks like Armageddon. You guys keep getting this bad weather.
Decided I don't pay a suntan tax for this kind of weather, and yet here we are.
Roger, that was it, man. When Craig does commissions, we tend to only take a handful because he takes a while because of that.
Well, and this is another reason. This is another reason why we only take a couple. Is because Craig, he loves to share them and he loves to have input from the people who get them. But we can't afford to have Craig send them to us one at a time, which is, how we do it is you do a bunch of commissions, you put them in a box and mail them to us. So the problem is, and I'll tell this to Craig right here, what's going on, buddy? He loves to share his art. And once people see their pieces done, they want it. But we have to wait till everybody's pieces are done to send them.
Yeah. Well, we keep it what? That was 4.
That
wasn't bad. They came in end of November.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the holidays and January around here was crazy. I got bronchitis right after Christmas.
Ooh.
Oh no.
2 or 3 weeks battling that.
Show them again, Ken.
Well, Raleigh, these were all commissions. They were done, so they were already purchased.
And you've got like a good high res in your messages, Ken, if you want to.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can.
But to answer Annika's question, when the Prismacolor goes on in layers, and that's how you get those nice mixes.
Because they blend
like in
really
the Phoenix,
nicely.
you've got yellow going into orange and then into red, and those are just very lightly done layers that cross hatch over each other, and it's kind of the Prismacolor is kind of waxy. So once you get those several layers on there, it has a shine to it, and I burnish it in with a chamois or paper towel to help it blend. And there's a whole art to doing that. If you've ever polished furniture,
No,
it's,
I don't got that elbow
slow
grease.
and steady, but it's very effective, like you saw in the Batman, on black paper, because the black stays matte, and then the Prismacolor turns all shiny.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
And so if you realize when you look at the Batman, all of the black shadows are just the paper. I only drew the light.
Yeah, so that's just
and
amazing.
let the black paper just be the black shadows.
Yeah, that's crazy.
insanity.
And that's like on a soft greenish, bluish, grayish paper. And I wanted to keep Mara very, very soft. And that's based on young Lucille Ball.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, she's my mirror
I
model.
can see that.
And then the Phoenix, one of the reasons that's so vibrant is because it's on Prismacolor on white paper, where you just get the pure, undiluted, totally saturated color.
Right. I mean, that giant ball of like the sun that she's grabbing, that's just the paper, right? That's just.
Yeah, and that might be a new option on my commission list. It's a lot more work intensive when I do it on white paper. When I'm doing it on a tinted paper, kind of part of the work's already done, and it's bouncing off that. When I'm doing these bright, vivid ones on white paper, you've got to cover every inch. And even at the end, I had to go over the areas that I left white with white Prismacolor.
Yeah, that one is phenomenal, Craig. Like, it looks like it could be like a print.
I felt really happy about it. It took me a while to get there because I was doing these figure sketches and none of them were clicking for me. And, I teach on Thursdays now. And one of my classes is a figure drawing class. So, and we've got really wonderful stable of models for that. And I asked our model, Rebecca, if she minded if I took a few photos. And so I set up lighting and everything, and she had her in the pose and the up angle that I wanted.
Nice.
So that helped a lot.
Yeah, no, that, holy moly. Everyone is very impressed by these, and a lot of people are waiting for your list to open up again, Craig.
Yep. And John
and
Great
I
says,
just finished a
yeah.
personal commission for a friend of mine,
Oh,
and of the Golden Age Green Lantern that I was really happy with.
And if anybody's friends with Craig on Facebook, he's posted that up, and it's
mhm.
it's nice. It's really nice.
Well, the current storyline with him is, from what I understand, I haven't read it myself yet, but it's in the 50s, and he's experiencing all this homophobia. And you
Mm.
know, especially like the recent TV series Fellow Travelers examines homosexuality in that time period, and how everything had to be closeted. And well, one of the things from that era were the physique pictorial magazines, and comic book artists have used those for reference going back to Frazetta.
Right.
You know, it was Muscle Man magazines, and you know, gay men would use them for other things as well. But there's definitely a certain aesthetic to the physique pictorial image and the way they photograph the bodybuilders, the lighting, all of that.
Mm,
And I
mhm.
thought, well, this would be really fun to do this with Golden Age Green Lantern.
I see it.
And yeah, and it's been
I
a
see
hit
it
on
with the. Mhm.
just the pose and the lighting and
Yeah.
the attitude and the sass and
Yeah, like the foot kind of. I see. Yeah,
yeah. And you
It's
know that
pretty.
cape is like purple velvet with green satin lining.
Guys, it's pretty cool. I mean, now that you say that, Craig, I totally see it.
hmm
Guys,
Yeah.
Jason McNulty wants to know how long did it take you to draw that Phoenix?
Oh, good gosh. I mean, it took me a lifetime to get to the point where I was able to do it.
True
You
statement.
know, and like I said, I struggled for a few weeks getting the figure that I wanted just right. And then, you know, once the composition and all was there, it was just a lot of meticulous work. I posted a video on Facebook of how I do the star backgrounds, and I pretty much draw a little round circle, leave it white, and color in it over and over and over and over and over again. And I got to have like some tranquil music on while I'm doing that, and just kind of go into a zen state.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was a full, God, probably 10 hours just doing the stars in the background. But it had, in the final product, it has such a nice look that I can't dispute it. So that's generally what I do a lot of times with these starry backgrounds.
I think I might have to commission Craig to do a one like that for me of
No.
Goliath.
I'm
Well,
commissioning.
I'm thinking that we might have a new
tier.
tier
Yep.
because doing it on white paper is just exhaustive.
Yeah. But listen,
You know,
even
I
though,
got
so
you.
we might have to
Yeah.
add on like,
yeah,
you know,
listen,
like
whatever,
I do if somebody wants a secondary character. I usually only add $100 more,
right.
Craig.
and
It's-
then
listen, It's
you know,
even
and
whatever.
if they specify that they want the super vibrant on white paper,
Yeah.
maybe $1.50 more.
Yeah, listen, and guys, like I said, the prices. I mean, it sounds like we're charging more, but Craig was already just. I mean, I don't know how I put this. Just incredibly affordable
Generous.
for the amount of work that he does. Like, I can't even say enough that his prices should be like 10 times this. But he really likes to do art, and he loves. to
Oh,
do
I like the sound. Say that again.
Craig's
Listen,
prices
I
are
think
very
your stuff
generous.
is worth. I think your stuff is priceless. I don't think you can put a price on it, and the
Well,
price that
good.
you.
Well, thank
and-
you.
and
And
the
I
price
mean,
that you
I
put on it.
genuinely, I love the joy it brings people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, because like, and I get like some curveball requests. You know, last year there was the Razorback,
Mm.
and you know he collects Razorbacks by everybody. I went to his calf gallery and kind of, I got some stiff competition in his collection. you know. And so I knew I wanted to do something really my style and just all out.
Mhm.
So, and I feel like he got it.
For sure.
So,
Oh, yeah, man.
and I love the classic requests, and I love the oddball requests, and things like the Golden Age Green Lantern. I love that character, and I've drawn him in print a couple of times, but never done like a full fun piece with him.
How do you feel about a character called Speedball?
That was a Marvel Spider-Man villain.
No,
Not
actually,
villain,
good guy.
no. Appeared for the first time in Amazing Spider-Man Annual 22.
He's a
He had
Dick,
like a
he's a
super
Ditko
Steve
creation.
Ditko-y costume.
Yeah,
Yep.
Steve
Steve
Ditko
Ditko
created him.
character, yeah.
It's impressive.
But
Craig.
he's Becker's one of Becker's personal favorites. So
Yeah. So when you said the Razorback, I was going to make the comment, why do people get fringe characters? But yeah, I collect Speedball.
Well, I mean, it's kind of cool. Like I've got this huge art collection, all the great artists, and it's my favorite oddball character.
Yep.
You know, that's fun.
I was a big when I started collecting comics. One of my first books I got in the first #1 issue I ever got was New Warriors #1, and Speedball was in the New Warriors. I liked Speedball, and I stuck with the character through the years.
Who are your top favorite artists who've drawn him for you?
I have George Perez Speedball that I really like a lot.
Oh yeah.
And the Pac Leeson I got this past year
That was a good one.
is probably right up there. He really captured the joy of the character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember he always had a big grin on his face, and
Yeah.
doesn't he
Well,
throw things?
No, he bounces.
Oh, okay.
He's Tigger.
So when people make fun of me about it, I say, "Well, who's your favorite hero, and how high does he bounce?"
Because
Well, when it comes to bouncing, I got to go with Bouncing Boy from the Legion.
Right.
I don't get enough Legion of Superheroes.
Oh, I love
I love that. But I really, if you ask me to do that, really, we're going with the like oversexed 70s Mike Grell, Dave Cockrum era. Because that shit was wild. It was.
Called
And
the
like,
Black Universe or Black Galaxy Saga or whatever. Wasn't there
no, I'm
some
not familiar
weird?
with that.
It was a really long storyline in Legion.
which member of Legion gets a rumbly in his tumbly?
Which one?
A rumbling in his tummy?
What
It
is
is
Matter Eater Lad.
Speedball's Tigger, so I want to know which one is Pooh.
Oh,
well, no,
Matter Eater Lad, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But that's so we'll definitely put up a list for Craig really soon, guys. But besides that, and we want to thank Craig for joining us, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on. We'll definitely have to get you on another live show sometime pretty soon too.
Yeah, I can do 2 or 3 little live sketches for folks.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
So we'll definitely get you on very soon. And once again, guys, we do have the show on Friday where we're going to have Bill Morrison and Friends featuring Scott Shaw and definitely Sergio Argoniez and hopefully Stan Sakai. And then, as always, we'll be back on next Monday and next Tuesday. And we want to thank everybody for joining us. And unless, Ken, you got something else you want to throw out there?
I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, listen. And guys, don't forget, because we are friends with comic art fans, that is the CAF Awards are tonight. So you got to stay up till 9:00 Eastern and watch the awards. They're going to give out the best of all the categories tonight on Comic Art Live. So
You're just plugging because you won one.
I don't know if I won one. I've only won one. I've won once like 2 years ago, but I hopefully that was. I told Ken my big mistake at OAX was not walking around with little campaign posters telling everybody to vote for my art. I thought that maybe I'll do that next year. But thank you, Linda. I appreciate you. So, but you guys, everybody, thank you guys for being part of 4C, and thank you guys for joining us, and thank you to Craig and Annika and Becker, and no thanks to me. I just talk a lot, but Ken is the man that makes this all happen, and I wouldn't be here without him. So, Ken, thank you so much for making us part of the family, and we'll see you guys very soon. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next week. I'm sorry, Friday. You're all gonna be here Friday.
Right.